Hi, Trevor here, reflecting on life through music. Thank you for stopping by. Well, come in today. You're very welcome. I trust you enjoyed my last video on country music legend Johnny Cash. Great to look at his life a little bit, and also the song I Walk the Line. This is the stuff that we do for that special person in our life, so I trust you found that one encouraging. We're going from there to 1944 in Beaumont, Texas. Now, this is a classic case of someone that was born in 1965, that we've got these artists around the late 1960s, early 70s that made a massive difference to the world. This guy's no exception. He was actually nurtured as a musician from a very young age and started playing ukulele at the age of 10. He thought, well, actually, what about this guitar thing? And the world's glad he did that. He actually recorded School Day Blues with Johnny and the Jammers. This guy's been inspired by such greats as Muddy Waters, and we'll get back onto the connection with him in a minute, and B.B. King. The guy we're talking about, Johnny Winter. Now, Johnny's big break came in 1968 when he was asked to sing and play in a concert with Al Cooper. He played the song It's My Own Fault, and Columbia Records were actually in the audience, and they thought, well, this guy's absolutely amazing. Man, we're going to sign him up straight away, and we're going to give him a $600,000 advance. So you think about 1968, that's a lot of money. It just goes to show they're thinking, hey, look, we believe that we've got something going on pretty well here, so we believe we're going to recoup that money plus more. So they gave him a $600,000 advance, one of the highest advances of all time up to that point. In 1969, he did release the album Johnny Winter, and it was in that year too that he played at the iconic Woodstock. Now, those of you who are a little bit older, perhaps this century, Woodstock was one of the concerts of last century. All of the greats, Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, all sorts of people played at Woodstock. And so if you got to play at Woodstock, you know you'd made it. So only just after really getting signed, Johnny Winter played at Woodstock. Now, the best way to experience Johnny Winter is to watch him. Got a live clip of that particular footage at Woodstock. You just know what's going on here. We've got a guitar. First of all, incredibly talented guitarist. Secondly, his voice is kind of okay, and the two of them just are in sync with each other. No, as a guitar does a melody, so does the voice. We actually don't know who's following who, but because Johnny is predominantly a guitarist, I reckon he just let his fingers do the walking, and his voice would just follow along with whatever he felt like doing. So it's really good to have that footage from Woodstock, because it actually shows how talented this guy absolutely is, and we can understand why Columbia Records took the big, I suppose, gamble on him as they did. In 1969, out came Second Winter. That was his second album. And this album also did pretty well for Johnny as well. This was actually a double album, but only three of the... So when you talk about a double album in those days, we're talking about two LPs, two records, which are kind of coming back into a fashion in a while. So we've got four sides there. Well, only three of them have got stuff on them. The fourth side is blank. We got a live version of Memory Pain from that particular album. Now, it was around this time too that Johnny had a bit of a fling with Janis Joplin, which actually resulted in a gig at the Madison Square Garden. So you know, if you actually play there, you know you've made it. In 1970, he kind of, the guys that were with Johnny kind of moved away a little bit, and he formed another band, Johnny Winter and. It's actually called Johnny Winter and these guys did very well as well. In fact, they released an album of that very name, and we got a live clip of Guess I'll Go Away. Now it's pretty clear what this song is about. She's not really interested anymore. He's thinking, well, I'll just go then. Sometimes we need to do that, don't we? But after we've given it the relationship everything we possibly can. I always say that we don't just sort of walk out on someone. we give it the go that we need to give it before we do so. Otherwise, all that emotional baggage and building a life around each other and everything else just doesn't, well, life's more valuable than that. I'm thinking in this times that we have more valuable. So I've got a live clip of Guess I'll Go Away. Johnny at this point wasn't having a very good relationship with drugs, and it was around the early 1970s he started to get off the rails a little bit, and sort of you'd think, perhaps life might have been over for him a little bit, but it absolutely wasn't, and he did work himself back in 1973, releasing Still Alive and Well. One critic said, "This is chock full of great songs played with great rock and talent." And Johnny Winter proved that he could actually fight back from what everybody was doing at that time. I've got a live clip of Rock Me Baby, and this is all the way forward to 1988. Now, Rock Me Baby, it's all about, hey, you know what? I think you're absolutely amazing, so cute, so gorgeous, so stunningly beautiful. Just give it to me. Come on, bring it on, bring it on, bring it on, because you know what? I want to experience all of you, all of the passion, all of your friendship, all your companionship, just everything, because you know what? You're absolutely stunning. You're absolutely amazing. And I think sometimes we need to say what we want, don't we? Sometimes we can be a little bit reluctant to do that. We think, oh, okay, yeah, I kind of do want that, but I won't say it because I don't want it to come off corny. But when you do say words such as these ones, you've got to have a bit of a swagger with it, because the swagger has got to carry those words. I wonder how many of us actually get to the point of having this swagger. Hey, rock me, baby, come on, rock me. I wonder how many of us actually get to that point. But you know what? If you really, really love someone and things are really, really happening and cool and easy and relaxed and just everything else, why don't we steam things up a bit from time to time by saying, hey, rock me, baby, because you rock my world. You drive me crazy. You drive me wild. You touch places in me that I didn't think even existed. So just bring it on. I'm ready for you. I think sometimes, we need to say that, bring it on. Take me, bring it on. Do what you like, Sometimes we need to say these things, because sometimes we're thinking, hey, we just want anything to happen really right now. We just want to experience the fullness of what it is. So Rock Me Babies is a really, really big invitation to, hey, let's just really get into the groove of this and just really, really make it happen. Obviously, making it happen, obviously that happens in the bedroom, but it happens before the bedroom, doesn't it? It happens in, the way that we smile at each other, talk to each other, nurture each other, be there for each other, all the things that a relationship absolutely needs. We're going to do that stuff first, aren't we? Because, the bedroom is only good as what happens outside of it. But Rock Me Baby, absolutely, if you're in a really, really good place with each other, why not say that stuff? Absolutely. So I've got a live clip of that one below. Johnny did leave us in 2014, so he did have quite a long life. In fact, he lived to the age of 70, so he got to his 70th birthday, which is pretty cool. I talked about Muddy Waters before. Well, Johnny did produce 3 of Muddy Waters' albums a bit later, and 3 of those albums received Grammy Awards. So there we go. There's just something cool about that connection right there. And many of Johnny's albums actually did get nominated for Grammy Awards a day as well, and he was inducted into the Blues Hall of Fame. Between 1968 and 2014, 19 studio albums. That's a lot of albums right there, actually. 9 live albums, because he was an incredible live artist, as you will see below. 15 compilation albums and 25 singles. Estimated around 500,000 albums. So, well and truly has contributed to this legacy of this thing called music. I think Johnny, he is, there is only ever going to be one Johnny Winter, and I think... he is an acquired taste, I think, but is it a taste that drove some people absolutely crazy with this freakish talent this guy absolutely had. So it's good to be able to give this guy a bit of a go today. So the links to those 4 clips are in the description below. And I've also included my last video on Johnny Cash. So if you want to recap on him, feel free. Hey, I always do put the last video below because you never not be thinking, oh, who did you do last time? Oh, I don't have to look very hard. The clip's there. So I always just do that. It's just about being convenient. And I'm going to slap Johnny Winter into my J artist playlist. So just know, for those who've been with me a while, you go to my playlist. We got it out. We've got a playlist by letter, and within each letter, we've got them in alphabetical order. So, we've actually done all the Johns lately. Well, Johnny obviously comes after John, so that's how the playlists work, just to make life easy for you. So, if you're thinking, hey, has he done one on whoever? Well, whoever starts with, go to that letter, see if there's something there. If there isn't, make a request. Or if there is, and you think, hey, you didn't do that song, that one would be great, just chuck that in my direction. I'll be more than happy to do it for you. So, as I've said, the links to those 4 clips are in the description below. Well, if you've come back for another one, or this is your first time to Life Reflections through Music, thank you to everybody for being here. It's so great to have you. Next time we're going to get onto the iconic Jerry Lee Lewis. So until then, I'll catch you around. Bye for now.